Hello, this is Michael, and welcome back to another quick video on how to make a homepage that has fancy things like images and tabs on it. In this video, I'm going to go back to the course I was working on before in part 1, and I'm going to import a template from Canvas Commons. So once you go to the course where you want to import something from Commons, go over to the far left in the universal gray menu and click on Commons. If you've never used Commons before, it will prompt you to give permission to your Canvas account. If not, you'll see this pop up and there'll be all these wonderful resources from instructor and teachers around the world. You'll find courses, pages, quizzes, you name it. You're going to look for my personal template that I made called Michael's Simple template. So if you just start typing Michael Simple, it will pop up. There it is with a picture of Monument Valley. Click on it once to review it. You can have a preview, look through, see how it's built, how many files are included, look at the details if you want. It's a simple tabbed layout with a banner, and we'll bring it into your course so you can see it. So we'll go over to the far right, click Import Download, pick the course you want to import it into, and then click Import into Course. So small files will only take a few minutes, but large files might take longer. So now I'm going to go back to the dashboard, click on the course I'm working in that I imported it to, and go to Pages, and I should see it right there. Excellent. Simple homepage template. I'll click on it once to give you a little preview. I've put a banner at the top. You can replace that with any image you like. Then I have 3 tabs. The first one might be where you put coursework. The second one could be for information about you, the instructor. And the third one might be about a schedule or grading policy. The reason I like this layout is everything appears above the fold, so people can scroll through these tabs rather than have to scroll through the page. One little warning, if you're working with students who use Canvas on an iPad or a Google or Apple phone and they are looking in the mobile app, these tabs don't work so great. So if you are going to work with that environment, you might want to delete the tabs and just put everything on one simple page. So now I'm ready to edit. I'll click on Edit. First thing I'll do is delete the picture that's there. But note, I suggest you add an image that's about 800 pixels wide. So I'll delete this, and now I'm going to go find an image to use. So I'll go up here, add a new tab in Google Chrome, and do a Google search for educational technology. Then I'll change my results to images. And to be careful about copyright, I'll go over here to Tools, and then I can go to Usage Rights and say Labeled for Reuse. So now I'll only use pictures that aren't going to be a copyright infringement. So I look for a page that I like. Here I'll just take this one of people working on computers. And it's a little bit too big in height, and I want something just kind of narrow and wide. So one thing I like to do is click on the picture once, and then either using my Mac tools or Snippet, I'll just take a screenshot of it. So I'll just take a screenshot of this section, and that'll be saved to my desktop and it'll be named Screenshot. Then I go back to the course, and I want to upload the image to appear right here when my cursor is blinking. So I go over to the far right and click on Images, say Upload a new image, choose the file, and it'll be called Screen Capture. So then I have to give it some alternative text, and what goes right here is anything that would be read to a student with a vision impairment when they moused over the picture. So I'll say people working at computers, and then I upload it. The picture now appears and it shrinks automatically to fit my page. If it was too big or small, I could click on it and use these little nodes to adjust. And remember that in my suggestion it was 800 pixels wide, so I'm looking at those numbers there as I drag this. Another way to do this is click on the picture once and then go up here to this little icon in the rich text editor that says Embed Image, and you can adjust those dimension numbers right inside these form fields as well. So now that I have my picture there, I'll come down here and notice the tabs are gone, but they've been replaced with these blue links. Whatever you type here will appear in the tab. So I could say course info, then I could say meet the instructor, and the third one I'm going to call grading policies. Now I'll save it just so you can get a glimpse of what happens. This changes the titles of those tabs. And again, I like these tabs because you can just scroll through the bottom down here and not have to scroll a lot through the page. So you can use this in any other pages you have in your Canvas course whenever you need tabs, maybe for multi-steps, things like that. So I'll click Edit one more time. Let's talk about how to edit what's in the tabs. The first one right here says Tab 1 Example Coursework. So I might just replace that with Coursework or Course Info. And then I could put whatever text I want underneath. Up here, I can, replace this with what people will see on the main page. Now be really careful that you don't delete any of these lines, because these parts of the table are what make the links work. So you don't want to delete any of the dotted lines or squares. If you need to make it bigger, drag that down there. You can come down to the next section, click this picture, delete it, replace it with your own. Also replace any of this information and any of the instructions that I put in here. And finally, you have your schedule. And if you want to change that to grading policy, you can. And then you can delete anything that's inside of the boxes. But again, I'll say that one more time, don't delete the boxes, because that will throw off how the tabs work. Once you're finished, go down and click Save. And now you can see what my home page is starting to look like. And I'll continue to build on this as I go through the school year. But here you've learned how to use Commons to download a template, add an image, and adjust these tabs. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.